In the spirit of providing you with these free classes, a word from our sponsor today. Good Life HC Yoga Bolster, the perfect companion to any restorative practice. Made out of non-toxic and chemical-free materials. On the outside, it's covered with durable vegan suede designed to last you for years. It's very firm and it's very supportive, and it will support you through a variety of yoga poses. It also comes with a strap with 10 loops. For more information, check the links below. Namaste, beautiful yogis. Welcome to Ali Kamenova Yoga. I'm Ali, and today we're doing a class called Mind Hacking. I had to add mind hacking to the body hacking program because we can do all the physical exercise in the world and all the tools and all the props and things that help us, but if we don't change the things here, nothing will change externally. Everything begins here. So mind hacking is one of the most powerful things we can do in order to change anything from our external environment to our relationships, to our health, and all of that. For today's class, I'm going to use the Good Life HC Organic Yoga Bolster, and I'll link it below. But you can use a double pillow. You can roll up your mat. You can roll up a blanket, and you can skip it altogether, but I will use it in ways that are beneficial for opening up the back, and also for adjusting the pelvis. So for the adjustment of the pelvis, a pillow could work if it's a firmer pillow, either the bolster, this type of very firm, particularly very firm bolster. I've had other softer bolsters before. This works a little different. It's better because I can use it as a yoga block for in between the knees poses. So we'll use that a little later in the class. And for today's class, the contemplation is observing our mind and our thoughts and our addictive thoughts and our pattern thoughts and our repetitive thoughts and our negative emotions, and transforming those through surrender, letting go, breathing, and also focusing also on the things that are beautiful around us and seeing beauty around us. And also through gratitude and connection to divine consciousness. So if we hold for a very long time a negative emotion towards something or someone in our life, eventually that will damage our health. And it damages first our aura, and then over time it damages our health. And that is first seen in the auric field, and then over time it develops into a physical condition, manifests into the physical. And we're here to really cultivate mindfulness in the way we execute and move through life, in the way we execute life. So for everybody it's different. There is no one general thing I can tell you, but gratitude, appreciation, mindfulness, observing the self-awareness. Over time, those really allow us to shift. Time for silence, contemplation, focus, concentration, all of those practices over time add on. And when we talk about cleansing and purification, that has to start with the mind. We have to cleanse ourselves of negative emotions. Say envy can damage the liver, or sadness can damage the heart, and so forth. Grief can damage the lungs over time. And also I have to add here that emotions are really important, so nothing is wrong with emotions. Stuck emotions is what we want to address. When we move through emotions such as, say, grief or sadness, it's very important to honor the emotion, but the emotion has to be like water. Emotions are the feminine part of our polarity. So they have to move, they have to be like water, everything has to flow. If they get stuck, that's like stagnant water. Over time it becomes diseased, it becomes unhealthy. It starts to breed disease. So that is the same analogy for our emotions. We have to keep moving them. They have to feel like flowing water. Sometimes flowing water might be washing off dirty material, and sometimes it's crystal clear. It depends where we're at in our ebb and flow of in the ebb and flow of our journey. Here, important reminder is to have no self-judgment. Do not beat down on yourself if you perceive that you're not dealing well with your emotions, but to understand that you're human and you're aspiring to evolve. For today's class, the intention is to say 3 great things about yourself in your mind. I mean, you can say them out loud if you want to. And I want you to really write them down, either now or after class, and repeat them. Repeat them. So not self-centered great things. Something a little more profound, a little more expansive, such as my soul is beautiful, but something that means something to you. It shouldn't be too loose and too vague. It should actually have a great meaning to you. But it doesn't need to be something very limited, like very physical or very small-minded, because the physical shifts and changes. But you can say something physical too. It really depends. But try to address more the real self. Anyways, this is a lot of directions here. But think of 3 things, and it could be your mind. You can complement your mind. You can complement the way you treat others, or the way you love, the way you expand your heart to others, the way any of those things, the way you help. And if it doesn't feel very true, repeating it will cultivate that within yourself. So that is going to be your aspiration. And the more you say it, for example, even if it's something about something it's a project of yours, and you're not sure it's going to work out, and you keep saying it's not going to work out, of course, then it's not going to work out in the way it should. So you say, I create positive change in other people's life, or my lifetime's work, or my art, or you know what I mean. So 3 things that are in a way extremely positive about yourself, but also in a way they're replacing a negative statement that you or opinion you have had about yourself. So give you a moment here to think, and even to write it down if you want to. You can write it after. We all run a negative program, so whatever you come up with, small or big, you can write it, and also replace it, or think of it and replace it with something that is optimistic in the same vein. Maybe it's your relationships. Maybe you struggle with your relationships and you think that you create toxic relationships. Then you're going to say the exactly opposite in a very expansive phrase that feels very expansive. Or maybe it will be, my heart is so soft and so empathetic and so beautiful that I'm creating that level of beautiful relationships that I can give and receive, etc. So there is a lot of possibility here. It's a loose assignment. But say 3 really amazing, beautiful things about yourself, especially if those are areas where you are not fully believing in yourself, and really hold them within you, not just for today, but for a while. Just really shift that mindset about yourself. And by the way, the more you work on this, the deeper things will be revealed to you. So if today you're seeing something very surface, okay, you're always thinking you're going to get rejected in this, for example, as time progresses, you're going to start seeing deeper and deeper things that are surfacing from the unconscious. So from surface, we're going to unpeel the layers over a period of time. So no matter what you see today and what comes to you today, understand that expands you to your next level, where more comes in, more gets transformed. We're alchemizing. we're alchemizing matter and reality and manifestation anyways. So take a moment. All right, and let's begin, and let's flow with love, strength, and ease. Starting at the front of the mat. Inhale, reach over the head. Allow your feet to drop down as if they're sinking through the ground, rooting you, as if there is roots coming out of the feet and creating a web, the root system, into the earth, spiritual root system, and lifting like a crown of a tree. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, look ahead, plank. Step your feet on the outer edges of the mat, and here we're going to take a wide-legged plank. Take the right hand up and touch it to the left ankle. Take it forward, touch. Take it forward. 3, 4, and 5, and change. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Walk your hands to the back. Wrap your wrists around your elbows, hanging here with soft knees, and you can shift the torso side to side. Great. And take a yogic squat, and again repeat within yourself those great statements, affirmations about yourself. And here we're going to come up at the end of the mat, at the back of the mat, and we're going to take chair, feet hip width apart, and we're going to walk in small steps to the front, in chair, and back. And back. And forth. And back. Here at the back, forward fold, walk to the front, plank. And we're going to take walking mountain climbers. So right leg steps in, pull the belly in, left. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chaturanga and up dog. Down dog. Inhale the right leg up. Step it through. High lunge. Open the arms out. Warrior 3 or airplane pose. And we're going to bring the left hand down, right arm up, revolving half moon. Lift the back heel up. Great, both hands down. Keep your left leg in the air, and we're going to jump the right foot 5 times, back and forth into one-legged plank and forward. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. Knees on the ground, belly on the ground. Cobra. Down dog. And take the left leg up, step it through. High lunge. Again, feel the feeling of your affirmations in your body, in your heart area. Warrior 3 or airplane. Take the right hand down. Left arm up in revolving half moon. And hands down, we're gonna do the 5 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And cobra. Child's pose. Great. Grab your bolster or your yoga block or a pillow, and we're gonna bring it between the knees and have a squeeze in. 1, release, squeeze, release, squeeze. Great. And now I want you to sit down, and we're gonna do the same. Hands can be behind you, squeeze. Let's try. Squeeze, hold, release, squeeze. I did these poses in 2020. I think a lot of the programs had a lot of pelvic adjustment. This can click the pelvis into place in alignment if it's a little out of alignment. This particular bolster, I'm new to this variety, is very, very firm. It's great even for sleeping because it holds the position. All right, now we're gonna get up and again block or a block between the knees, the bolster, or a firm pillow between the knees, and we're gonna sit here and gently squeeze. Here it seems for me to be okay to be on the smaller side. And come out. We're going to take a break and do one more time. We're also working on the adductors. All right, one more. So you're squeezing, and when you get fatigued, the muscles, you're releasing and again squeezing. So it's a squeeze, relax, etc. with the breath. Beautiful. If you have any hip stuff, this can be very helpful. I have done it also on a wall in different variations. All right, you can put the block near you for now, to the side, the block or the bolster, and inhale, reach. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, look ahead, plank. Spread the fingers open, take the right leg up, and we're gonna jump the right foot in, straighten the back, come up, and either knee squeeze to elbow or hop and jump back. And again, straight back, 2. Little bit of 3. Straight back, 4. 5. Step it back in high lunge and a twist. Hands in prayer, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Lengthen to the crown of the head. And release. Let's go over to the other side. Right leg lifts. Left foot jumps. Really important here, straight back. Either hop or get up and squeeze. 2. 3. 4. And 5. And step it down. Opposite side. Right foot steps in, jumps in, jumps back, and we're squeezing the left knee in. Right foot jump in and back, left knee tuck. 3, 4, 5. Opposite, same thing. Left jump, knee tuck. 2, 3, 4, 5. And release. We are going to, for a moment, do a bolster or a pillow or no prop or a yoga block. Child's pose. Now this one is considered a restorative yoga pose because it's extremely relaxing. It's beyond anything. So if you have the bolster, enjoy it. Beautiful. Coming up, we're gonna do a passive back bend. Place your prop, whichever one you have. I'll try to list this bolster at the beginning of the program so that by the time the class lists on, you've had the opportunity to look at it and see if you need it. But you're gonna either roll your mat here. You're looking for this particular idea where you are placing you're placing your booty on the ground, and then you're placing either a bolster or a yoga block underneath your collarbones for a yoga block. And here you're going to relax your legs. You can bring the soles of the feet together. A second bolster can be used here underneath the knees too, or a blanket. We're gonna do one more inversion. So this is not our final pose, but this is a very mild, passive, relaxing heart opener, back bend. So again, I feel that manifestation really happens, maybe the type of manifestation we're doing today that betters the soul happens around here. energetically. So bring your breath and feel your force, your chakra, and the heart is a vortex of cosmic energy. So feel your energy here and hold your affirmations here, whatever your affirmations are. Relax and soften the face, the jaw, the eyes. Inhale through the heart. And hold beautiful affirmations, phrases, sentences about yourself. Great. So to come out, you can extend your legs. Bring your feet on the ground, and you can scoot yourself off of the edge of the bolster. If you have a yoga block, you can use your elbows to remove it, or you can roll onto your side and gently with both hands prop yourself off of it. Now, we didn't stay here for a long time, so we're not in this open position, but if the longer you stay, the slower you get out. If you stay for 5 minutes in a position like this, then you're gonna take longer to come out, which typically I do in my more physical therapy style classes. For a class like a January program, a little bit it's more beneficial. So now for the final pose of this class, I will either have you have your block or bolster to a wall or to a couch. In my case, I have a couch, so I'm working with what I have, and lay down. It's a bit of a inversion. It's a bit of an inversion here, and an opportunity for us to relax the pelvis, to balance out the pelvis. Try to balance out your spine here. And you can rest your legs on the wall. Here in my case, I would just allow my legs to drop in. I like to describe this as a drop in. The femur drops in down, the joint adjusts. I use this particular type of legs up a wall or inversion, elevated hips, legs up a wall a lot during my postpartum classes. It's really good for healing. And stay here for a few moments, for a minute or two. Breathing, this is a mild heart opener as well, because we're in a very mild back bend. If we use the taller side of the block, it becomes more of a sharper backbend, deeper backbend. Nice deep inhalations and complete exhalations. To come out, you can either press your feet into the wall and lift, that will lift your body, and you're gonna remove the prop and then roll onto your side, or wiggle your way out of the wall. Any gentle way of coming out, such as one of those two, works. In my particular case, I have it a little simpler with the couch. All right, fine, I'll pose with the bolster. Either seated on a couch or laying down. We're gonna do one final squeeze so that we can adjust the pelvis. One more time. Since we're using the prop, let's use all its juicy benefits. So bring a yoga block or a bolster between your legs, and you're going to give it a slight pelvic tilt. Squeeze, relax. A few more of those. All right, remove your prop and you can sit or lay. You can sit or lay here for just the final crystallization of your affirmations. Now you don't even have to think about it. You're absorbing it almost on an etheric or even on a cellular level. You're absorbing your affirmations and visualizations. And let's inhale the hands over the head, exhale over the third eye and over the heart. And let's bow to our hearts for their forgiveness, compassion, and love. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me today. And remember to give the classes a like and share them. It really helps me. And also, I know that my main way of spreading the classes through the years has been word of mouth. So thank you very much for everybody that's written to me and said you share the classes always with everybody. Really, thank you. This is phenomenal. I just am very grateful for that. And I'll list any additional material below. Whatever I have prepared for these classes in written form, it will be listed below. And remember to flow with love, strength, and ease.